Hey crew, IanMC here, and we're continuing our look at point-and-click adventure games with a game by the other guys who are the masters of this genre, Sierra Online, or just Sierra as this logo shows. Anyway, this is Quest for Glory 1, so you want to be a hero. Quest for Glory is kind of a hybrid between the RPG genre and the point-and-click adventure game genre. In that you can pick your own class, create a hero, add stats. So it's kind of like a mix between the two genres. And this is a VGA remake of the original game, which was released in 1989 as Heroes Quest, so you want to be a hero. They had to change the name because of, there being a board game called Hero Quest. Anyway, this remake was done at the same time as Quest for Glory 3, Wages of War, and both games were programmed solely by Lorianne Cole. Anyway, you're about to see part of that RPG hybrid thing I was talking about, in that you can choose a class. And the classes available to you are Fighter, Magic User, aka a Wizard, and finally the Thief, who is a total badass. And did it sound like I said bad ad? I said badass. Anyway, the Thief is the best class until you get to Quest for Glory 3 and the Paladin is open. Anyway, I'm just going to name him Ian. I'm going to use my actual first name, which is in my YouTube name. So, it's not news to you guys that I'm naming, Ian. Anyway, you can cheat a bit and give your Thief some magic, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to add a little parry too, because I suck at weapons. Anyway, and a little bit of luck, vitality, finally some more luck. These can be raised pretty easily, so let's start. This is probably going to be split into two parts because of how long the recording usually takes when I'm recording this, which is why this is my latest attempt at this. This seems like a quiet little town. On the porch ahead of you are two people. The standing one is large, rather ugly, and playing with a yo-yo. The seated person smoking a pipe looks like he might be the sheriff. The man with the pipe greets you. Welcome to our town. You are lucky to have made it down from the mountains before the snow blocked the pass again. It's gotten pretty dangerous outside of town, I understand. Many monsters have been trapped around here with the late snow. Between them and the brigands, we can certainly use a hero around here. I'm Sheriff Schultz Meisterson. This is Otto von Goon, my assistant. Good luck in your quest. Now, one way you can earn a lot of points early on, right off the bat, is to talk to the guy. And we're going to be asking him a whole bunch of questions, so let's do this. The mountain. You should know, you came down from there. Thank you for saying that and making me feel like I'm an idiot. The town. This town was named after the barons of Spielburg. It used to be a lively place to be before the brigands came and drove all the business away. You can find a place to stay at the inn next door. Well, duh, that's what an inn is for, of course. You can learn about jobs available at the guild hall down the street. If you're interested in magic, you should visit the magic shop. Again, duh. There's plenty to do here in Spielburg. Yeah, I wasn't going to finish that. I know I screwed it up. Sorry. Anyway, you can ask about the Baron. Baron Stefan. Get it? Stefan Spielberg. Ha. Keeps mostly to himself at his castle north of here. We haven't seen him here in town for years. Magic? Just next to the inn is a small magic shop. The owner, Zara, let you in if you have some abilities in that area. She's a strange one, alright. The inn. Go talk to the innkeeper. He will help you there. Sorry, I don't have a pot filter, so the peas are probably gonna mess up with this, I guess. The guild hall. The guild hall is at the southwest corner of town. If you're looking for work, that's a good place to go. Okay, let's ask about monsters. The monsters come down from the mountains every winter, but they're usually gone by now. The Baron just doesn't have enough men to handle them. Wolfgang is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Okay, who's Wolfgang? Wolfgang, down at the guild hall, is the one to talk to about monsters. He's had a lot of experience with them. Thank you. I know you already said that. And the Guildhall, he's already been asked about that, and he'll only tell us the same thing. The brigands? There's a whole band of brigands hiding out somewhere in the mountains around us. They robbed a merchant just last week. Got a fair amount of treasure, I hear. Good for them! Sorry, Paul, I didn't mean to borrow your joke. The merchant? The one who was robbed? He's saying at the end, I believe. Already know about the... Sorry about that. The end. I don't have to ask about it again. Obtaining treasure involves putting yourself in danger. If you're brave, foolish, or lucky, you might get some treasure. My friend, this world's filled with dangers. Sometimes I think it might be better to choose your danger. Did I say stranger? Let me try that again. I think it might be better to choose your danger rather than sitting around waiting for it, as I seem to do. But enough of this philosophical rambling. I am content enough to be the sheriff of Spielburg. Okay. Adventure. Okay, again, So maybe you're going to be a hero? Well, we can surely use one around here. We'll follow the brigands. Yeah, we've already asked about these two guys, so we don't need to go for that again. We've already had this info, but the next one is the new one. Otto is a big help to me. He's very smart for a goon. His prisoners only suffer a few broken bones when he grabs them. It took a bit of doing to teach him to bring prisoners back alive, but he hardly ever forgets now. It's simple. When someone breaks the law and we catch them, we hold them prisoner. Don't want to mess with him, because if you were paying attention, he breaks bones when he captures people. Oh, can we turn up the speed a bit? Unlike LucasArts, you can actually do that. Anyway, Sierra games always have these options. Walk, look, touch, and chat. But then there's this one, which are... Oh, and the inventory, which is not new. But these two are new. This is the special icons menu. Here you can choose whether to rest, check your status, right here, check the time of day, and you can run and sneak, which is the one we're going to be doing because we're a thief, and that is an important thing to do. Anyway, we probably should have gone the other way, because, well, that's where, you know, some other things are. But we're going to go to the Guildhall first. Is Adventure's Guildhall reminds you of the one in your hometown? The traditional moose head and other stuffed monsters in Saurus, troll, griffin, dragon, cheetar, and the terrible ant twerp adorn the walls. See a registration book on the table and the bulletin board full of job listings. The man seated near the window must be the guild master. He is snoring. You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish, which gives us some points, of course. This gives us more points, looking at the bulletin board. Reward for return of lost ring. Inquire at the healers. Reward of 30 gold coins for the capture or death of the brigand warlock. Description: short, ugly, and wears brightly colored robes. Has a habit of laughing continually. Inquire at Spielburg Castle gates. This poster is rather dusty and faded. The picture is of a small child with braids. Reward of 50 gold coins for the safe return of Elsa von Spielburg. Inquire at Spielburg Castle gates. Okay, I'm gonna lay it out for you so we don't have to listen to Wolfgang over there mention it. The Baron's daughter and son are both missing. There. We don't have to listen to Wolfgang say it all. You guys now get the gist. Notice, spell components needed, cash or trade for potions. Inquire at the healers. This poster seems to have been here a while. It has a picture of a handsome but arrogant young man. Reward of 50 gold coins. This is the son I was mentioning. And this is the brigand leader, who is completely unknown to the town. Now, if you want to get another point, talk to Wolfgang here. Schultz Meisterson and I have been friends for a long time. He too was once a real adventurer. Now he's just the sheriff of this town. I like Otto, even if he's a goon. Schultz has him almost trained. Like he's a dog or something? Yeah, he's just gonna go back to sleep. This is the magic shop, but we don't have any reason to visit there yet. You smell apples as you approach this corner. Good day and welcome to Spielburg. Would you like to buy some of my nice fresh fruits or vegetables? Talk to her and we get a point, as you saw. Name? I am Hilda, daughter of Heinrich. I am not even going to attempt to try to pronounce that. The farmer. Farmer? My father is a fine farmer. Thank you. My father is Heinrich. Not even going to try to pronounce that. Farm? We have some land to the north of town. It isn't very big, but we grow many things. You should be here during harvest time. Then you would see many fruits and vegetables. Yeah, well, I couldn't have been here during that time, sweetie, so I'm sorry, okay? Really sorry. My mother has been dead for 3 years now. I still miss her. Date? Thank you, but my father thinks I am too young. He would not permit it. Perhaps next year. Okay, let's visit the dry goods store. This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves, there are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you coming in. My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most adventurers before they make it to town. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all. Luckily for this guy, I haven't. Let's talk to him so we can get a point. Name? Why, that's me, Caspar. I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all the time. The book I was just reading is about adventuring. Okay, let's ask about the book. Oh, this book? It's about an adventurer who's trying to become a hero. The title is Quest for Glory, A Hero's Death. No, none of the Quest for Glory games have ever had this name whatsoever. So that is pretty meta. Anyway, in the later games you can click on yourself and just click on purchase items. Here you actually have to give them this. I'm just going to buy 2 flasks. Some food. And a dagger. There we go. Now let's head this way. This is the alleyway, and this is the bar. Which I think has a name, I don't remember. Yep, just depicts a beer sign. But if I remember, it's the Aces and Eights Tavern. This grubby place must be an alley. It feels strange here, colder than the rest of town. There are some barrels discarded here. A beggar holds out a bowl towards you. Alms? Alms for the poor? Don't have enough. He'll be here much later though, so we can still give him some money. But first, let's try talking to him. Fine, we'll give you some money. Yeah, I'm not planning on taking a begging guy. There we go. Word of warning to you, don't drink the dragon's breath. If you guys saw my video on why you shouldn't drink the dragon's breath, you'll know why not to. Anyway, the one thing you can do here, the grimy window lets little light into this tavern. It smells like stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt, and the bar with sticky beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the cinder cast behind the bar. To your right, 2 gamblers are playing cards. The bartender glares at you as you enter, and so does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression that you're not welcome. And again, then there's this thing, right? This piece of paper right here. Let's get it. You pick up the note. You smooth out the piece of paper and read. B. He's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on your meetings for a while, but I'll keep you posted by these notes. B. Well, that's oddly suspicious. We don't have enough money for anything else at the moment, so let's just visit here. This is the magic shop. We don't have any money for spells yet, so we're just going to talk to the owner and get a point. I am Zara, and my companion is Damiano. The items in this shop are designed for those skilled in the use of magic. And yeah, we get a point for talking to her. Now let's exit the shop and come back when we actually have money to buy something from her. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just the cold. You really are on your own now, in a very dangerous place. Yeah, that is kind of sad. Anyway, I'm going to do a little bit of grinding while the camera is off. So I will... Wait. The bright smell of fresh herbs mingle with the aroma of wood smoke as you come up to a hut by the side of the road. Look at that bird. Birdie, birdie, birdie! Anyway, I'm just going to do a little bit of grinding. So I'm just going to turn the camera off for a little bit. But I'll be right back. You have my word on that one, okay? Okay, guys, I made it up the tree. Took me a little bit of grinding, but now we just gotta get across here and get this ring. If I remember correctly, I fell a lot, so I'm probably just gonna cut out a lot of me falling until I get to the ring. Okay? Never mind, I managed to make it to the ring. You carefully bend down and reach into the nest. In the nest, you find a gold ring. You take the ring and move carefully back along the limb. Made it. Now back down the tree. This ring belongs to the healer. So let's give the ring back to her, because we don't have any money to get anything from her. The fragrances of herbs mingle with some rather unpleasant odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. And also buy spell components if you're interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I always have so much to do around here. Okay, we just gotta give her the ring. She'll give us some money and we'll get a point. Wait, let's talk to her first and get a point from that. Okay, we get it. Okay, now let's give her the ring so we can get some points for it. Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How I've missed this. Here are 6 gold coins and 2 healing potions for your reward. As well as her kissing me. You put the reward away and tell her she is welcome as you leave to avoid being kissed again. And she follows me, which is kind of freaky. And as you saw, she also needs some spell components, so... I'm probably going to cut out most of me walking through the woods. Because, to be fair, there's a lot of it. If I remember correctly, there is a Spielburg map. Oh yeah, I forgot, they were spelling it Berg, and then Berg is in town. I mean, it's not cheating, I mean, it's from the Sierra, actually from the Sierra Help site, if I remember correctly. Here we go, map of Spielburg. Anyway, I'm probably gonna cut this out unless I get into a fight or something, so I'll be right with you. Oh wait, no cuts. Because I forgot about Hilda's father. And yep, we only have to talk to him like that, and we get a point. Anyway, to the forest! And here we are, the woods. One of the things she could use is a few flowers from Arana's piece. I'll explain who Arana is when we get there. The meadow lies covered with a blanket of flowers, unusual for this early in the spring. It is warm, even though surrounded by the late snows of winter. A large carved stone lies flat on the ground. You feel as though someone gentle was watching over you. You feel that you are safe here. The air has the fresh, clean scent of the mountains, accompanied by numerous perfume-like fragrances. Arana, you see, is a fairy folk human person. She's a mix of both. And she is a very, very powerful spellcaster. There are going to be hints of her all throughout the series, even though originally, this place was originally called Arana's Final Resting Place. Until a later game retcons that. So, Quest for Glory 1, this version, instead of calling it it's her resting place, just says it might be. But it's not. Anyway, back to the healers. I'm gonna do a cutaway for that, because I don't want you to see you guys get bored by me walking through the woods again. And we are back at the healers. Yeah, she'll give us some money for the flowers, believe it or not. Because those are spell components she needs. Granted, the money we get is mostly silvers, but who cares? Oops. Wrong item. Thank you. I can always use flowers from Ron's piece and potion making. Here are your silvers. Let's give her the second batch. Thank you. I can always use flowers from Ron's piece and potion making. Here are your silvers. And as you're about to see, we're now up to 10 silver pieces and 8 gold pieces. There's another place we can go to get something that she needs to make some money. And that'll get us gold pieces. And for that, we're going to have to go this way. Yep. Knew it. This is the fairy circle, or mushroom. No, wait, sorry. Fairy ring, aka mushroom ring, as it's known as during the day. Okay, we only have 15. That'll do us. We can carry up to 47 pounds before our packet's too heavy. There's one other place I want to visit, and that's this place. The Goblin Training Ground. A goblin steps out of the bush. The goblin has a mean look in its eyes. You prepare for battle. This is the battle system, which is very RPG-esque, or at least computer RPG-esque at the time. Of course, I got him. And the more you try to fight them here, the more of them there will be. Now, we go this way. We'll head back to the centaur. But first, I want to head back to Ron's piece and get some more flowers. Ah, Saurus. These guys are easy as hell. Normally. Okay, let's run. Made it to Ron's piece. Sorry I had to leave the battle and be a coward, but didn't have much stamina. If you run out of stamina, everything you're going to do is going to hurt and you'll die rather quickly. So let's take a 30-minute rest, I guess. And let's head back to town, I guess. Did I say back to town? I meant the healers. I forgot that that's pretty much where I was going. Okay, if we give her the flowers and then the mushroom, we'll be getting a gold, coin out of this. Okay, she has enough. And now let's check the amount of money we've got. You have 12 gold pieces and 25 silver pieces. Yeah, if this episode ends up being longer than, 20 minutes, I might just split the thing into 2 parts. Just because. Actually, I might just end the episode here. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys for episode 2 of Quest for Glory 1. So you want to be a hero. Later.